If last week's segment on Monday Night Raw between L.A. Knight, and The Miz proved anything, it's that WWE is now testing the waters and testing L.A. Knight himself to see if he truly has what it takes to withstand what WWE is about to lay on him. Because yes, he's been popular, he's gained popularity all the way back since before WrestleMania. The pops get louder, the fandom gets higher. People want to see, and his music gets people get excited when L.A. Knight hits that ring. But now L.A. Knight is going up against The Miz. And The Miz has a habit that he learned from John Cena, because in the past, John Cena, obviously the face that runs the place, he pretty much dominated WWE for 10 to 15 years, ever since 2005. John Cena had a habit of calling people out on some real stuff, making fun of them, bringing that to light, and pretty much embarrassing his opponents in front of the fans in the arena and the audience at home. And unfortunately for LA Knight, last week's Monday Night Raw, The Miz did pretty much the exact same thing. They called him an Attitude Era fanboy cosplaying on the main roster, which again, there's some truth to that, but I'm not going to delve too deep into that, because every single superstar in every single company involved in sports entertainment has taken something from a superstar, from a past superstar, from a past legend. So overall, you can't really take too much of that into account. But last week's segment on Monday Night Raw, The Miz, Mike Mizanin, obliterated L.A. Knight on the microphone. And unfortunately, L.A. Knight was exposed. He, for the first time in a while, he went up against somebody who could go toe-to-toe firmly on the microphone. And just this battle, he kind of lost it a bit. Obviously, the post-match attack, that doesn't count, that's storyline. But in terms of the back and forth between the two men, The Miz clearly, in my opinion, overshadowed L.A. Knight. And I'm hoping these two get a match at Payback in about 2-3 weeks. That would be fantastic for LA Knight's stock currently in WWE. I think if you put more attention on him, if you try to give him more wins, more momentum, he can keep climbing that ladder. But again, we have to get to the point of, can LA Knight withstand the test of time? Because there have been many stars in the past that have been extremely over, and then it just died out. Elias, Dolph Ziggler in 2013, 2014 was poised to be one of WWE's top stars, 2012, 2013, 2014, and then he just disappeared, to the point that he is still contracted by WWE today, but he is rarely on Raw or SmackDown. And now WWE has handicapped LA Knight, because they've told him, they've put him in this position where he's now working as a babyface. And unfortunately, they've told him to tweak his character into a babyface. Acknowledge your opponent. Acknowledge your rival. Acknowledge the fans. Pander to the fans. Cater to them. That's not what brought LA Knight to the dance. That's not what's made him popular over the past few months. And yes, much like Stone Cold and The Rock in the past during the Attitude Era, they were heels. They did what the hell they wanted. The fans got behind that and they started cheering them. And then all they did was, okay, have him go up against heels, but don't change your demeanor. Don't change the way you speak. Don't change the way you address your opponent. No, don't change anything at all. We're just having you against heels who are going to do dastardly, underhanded tactics to beat you and get the upper hand over you. That's it. But last week on Raw, it was clear to me that LA Knight is now full-on WWE babyface. He goes out there. The Miz is disrespecting him. And heel LA Knight would have gone out there and cooked the hell out of him on the microphone. He would not have cared about the fans. He would not have wanted to shake this man's hand. But he's a babyface now. So, again, it's a small handicap. We'll see if LA Knight is able to adapt to it and put himself in a better position to the point that, yeah, he's a babyface. He doesn't give a damn about what the heel is talking about. He'll still put himself over. All I'm saying is, don't pander to the fans. Don't try to gain respect from your rivals, even if they're heels. Doesn't matter. What got you to the dance? Fiery attitude. Hell of work on promo skills. All of that. His charisma. Everything this man is able to convey on TV. That's what got him to the point where he is today. And unfortunately, if he falls under the babyface trap that WWE, the clean-cut babyface that Cody Rhodes is making work, Rey Mysterio for obvious reasons, and John Cena in the past. Those are the only clean-cut babyfaces that WWE has been able to manage to work in recent memory. Maybe forgetting one or two, but those are the clear candidates. LA Knight is not one of them. So hopefully, tonight on Raw and heading into Payback, we'll see more development on the story. We might see a few more layers to LA Knight, but for now, in my opinion, The Miz has all the momentum going into whatever kind of match they're about to be scheduled for. So with that said, what are your thoughts? What do you think about the segment last week on Monday Night Raw between LA Knight and The Miz? Did you think The Miz beat him in that promo war, or did LA Knight hold his own? Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. And again, I'm just working on constructive criticism here, okay? I'm still as big of an LA Knight fan as anybody else. I've been watching this man since his days in TNA Wrestling in 2015 when he first introduced himself as Eli Drake as part of The Rising. Okay, so with that said, tune in later on tonight to the USA Network for another episode of Monday Night Raw. I'm Alexis Carrillo, this has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.